Okay, hi.
All right, hey.
This is Todd McKinley.
Hello.
He owns Lighting Effects,
Yes.
which is in Westchester. And if
Yes.
you have never been here, well, you can see a little bit behind me. It is the coolest lighting store. In fact, we bought the majority of our lighting fixtures for the mayor's mansion, and they were super helpful because that building is historic, and we wanted something that was kind of the time period, but we also knew it was going to be a rental, so we didn't want to spend tons of money, but we wanted something that looks good.
Right.
So they have everything in every budget.
Everything.
So I wanted to talk with Todd today
Yes.
because he knows so much about lighting. How long have you been in the business?
About 32 years.
Okay, so 32 years is a lot of time
Yeah.
to be working in lights.
Yes.
And the reason I love lighting, well, one, it can really change the mood of a room.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but also when people are getting ready to sell a house, it's one of the best ways to change the overall look of a room without going crazy on a budget.
Yeah, that is exactly true. Like every time I do any advertising, I always say it's the jewelry for the home.
Yes.
So-
I love that.
Yes,
The
it's
jewelry for the home. That is
Yes,
awesome.
Yeah, and it's the most inexpensive way to update and make something look good because people's eyes go right to it.
Right. So
yeah.
you do, short of like paint, which would probably be the next least expensive thing, right?
Yep.
Paint a room, put some new lighting. It changes the whole thing.
Yep.
It's amazing. I love the whole jewelry of the room.
Yes.
So, okay, if you're going to give somebody a piece of advice, okay, let's say they're getting ready to, let's say they just bought a house and they want to change a few things, or they're getting ready to sell their house and they need to change just a few things. Let's start with like maybe a bathroom. Like, what do you recommend in a bathroom? Like something easy. What are you thinking? Like
As far as
lighting-wise?
lighting, well,
Yeah.
the first thing when you come in, you need at least take some pictures on your phone, or if you have any blueprints from when the house was built, that just gives us an idea of how big the room is, the measurements, how big we need a light we need to sell, and what will fit in that area.
Yeah,
So
because
that's the main thing.
And I'll say this too: when I was looking, they had me measure the width of the mirror and the sink.
Yep.
Where I was going to hang a light over a mirror. They're like, well, how wide is your mirror? I'm like, well, why is that important? Well, it's important.
Yep, it is important. All that's important. So if you come in prepared, then we can show you everything we have. We deal with over 50 manufacturers, and there's just so much to choose from. It's very overwhelming, but I have a fantastic staff that will help you, and their designers themselves, and that's all we do. So we do it right.
And I would 100% agree.
Yeah.
And I think I've posted a few times about their store because I love the way they help everybody. And they really, for me, I'm not a designer, but I get asked a lot of designing questions.
Yes, and I don't want to forget, we also have a store in Florence, Kentucky. So I've got 2 locations.
Okay, for so all
Florence,
my Kentucky people.
Yeah, Florence, Kentucky, and also Westchester, Ohio.
And we're at the
VOA.
Westchester store
Yes,
currently.
we're at the Westchester.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, any other piece of advice you can give people about lighting?
That's pretty much it. It's just there's so many things you have no idea what's out there.
Oh,
So
that's for sure.
It's crazy.
So
what's out
any
there.
budget, you can
Yes.
find anything you need here at Lighting Effects. So
Yes.
any budget, you have people here to help.
Yep.
And jewelry for the home.
Yes, it's a very easy process. We make it as easy and painless as possible.
Thank you. Thanks,
Yes.
Todd.
All right. Cool.
All right, now I'm going to turn it off.
All right.